Hey, it's Nick, December 26, 2021. I just have been thinking. I think a lot. I keep thinking about stuff. Like, I don't know, like, always trying to prove myself wrong. It's been a theme for a while as far as intellectual studies go in science. And that's how a scientific mind thinks, is they're always trying to prove themselves wrong. And so, but I guess I'm not sure. I've got two different channels going right now. I'm not sure which one I'll post this to, because I'm not sure where maybe I could kill two birds with one stone. I guess I don't know. Make the let me think. I don't rehearse these, like, so I can be as authentic as possible. I just don't rehearse these, and this is normally stuff I would write down, like ideas that I get. But all right. Well, I guess having a higher power that not only sees your actions. I guess that's like the point of view I think everybody looks at it from, is like, what does the higher power like see me do, like, but it's like picturing like having the higher power that really does know your thoughts, like that really does know like what you're using to justify, like what type of logic you're using to justify your behavior, like, and that they consider it like a philosophical sin, to come up with excuses for laziness or other things. So they like not allowing an effect to follow its cause. But I would say it can't be a bad thing. In a way, like it's hard to debate. Because I try to debate these things, like when you're able to hold two perspectives at the same time, you can actually debate against yourself. Like if you're intellectually honest and not like I totally identified with one side or the other, like like not wear like the atheist label or the theist label. It's hard, but all these definitions we use are so vague. Like I never wanted to call myself an agnostic because I didn't want to give people the impression that I was half in, half out, or whatever they thought it was. Like for all intents and purposes, I was an atheist because I didn't believe in the God depicted in the Bible or the God depicted in the Quran. I couldn't grasp the wisdom of the books. That didn't mean it wasn't there. Those books is the kind of wisdom that you'll only grasp it when you're ready, or when it's your time. I guess if it's you could read, But anyways, no, it can't be bad. Like to have a higher power that knows what logic you're using, and then if you try to imply that your higher power would understand why it's okay for you to commit this act, this moral transgression, whatever it is, like that they consider it a philosophical sin, which is worse than the sins. I guess I don't know. It's hard to describe, but and that may be like from an atheistic point of view, like maybe that was like the original like purpose of religion, for inserting the God that knows everything, even your thoughts, because it's those thoughts that later on like become what we are. Like if you think illogical thoughts, you just you make irrational decisions in life. So it's hard. It's important for people's logic to be consistent. And I found always trying to prove myself wrong is a good thing. I mean, some people want to try, if you hold a position, look at all the ways that you could prove yourself wrong and see if those ways, weigh up. Like, I mean, if you and be honest about it and come at it like you really are trying to prove yourself wrong, and not just study things that are geared more towards, what you already believe, like stuff. You just gotta source try to find as neutral a source of information as possible, especially if it's a really important thing. But anyways, yeah, so that might be it. Like, that's why, the atheist, from an atheist point of view, that's why it was why they started that, to stop the weeds before they can grow, so to say. You know what I mean? The illogical thinking, to justify our behavior, But it just got out of hand with everybody worried about whether the God in the religion existed or not. And then it didn't matter anymore about having good morals anymore. All it mattered about was believing in the right God, And that's how, theology killed the divine wisdom, the philosophical wisdom, the ethics philosophy, the virtue ethics, the Stoicism, the Buddhism. You know what I mean? That's how it happened. That I'm witnessing it happen right now because all these brilliant minds just argue. In this debate, the Facebook debate scene. I go into meetings. I try to, create an environment that was conducive to everybody learning. And it would just become and I was made. It would become the energy would be kind of murky. When people would be arguing and I was a major, I would go in there and argue in my own groups and, be a jerk and all that. So I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. So it's gotten old and I do want to learn. I want to learn from people. That's my main thing. And what I'm saying is my main point is the consistent logic. Create a higher power that demands for you to use consistent logic at all times. Don't ever justify doing anything you know is wrong. And just follow that rule, and don't make excuses for your behavior. And if there's gods, that'll please them. If not, then you're just a decent person. Then you get the rewards of what that is. What that feels like. So you're rewarded either way, whether there's gods or not. So anyways, all right, with that, have a good day.